my love?
I'm incredible, Queen. How are you?
You must be so excited. I'm good. I'm I'm like everybody else in these times. One day I feel super blessed and lucky, and then the other day I feel super worried and like the world is ending and I'm a mess. Like, it's weird times we're in right now.
Yeah, it really is weird times. I mean, the beautiful thing about the weird times is that, I think it's just another testament to how resilient we are as incredible people. And I think that it's a friendly reminder to how great we are. I just don't think people are applying themselves because they're not remembering how great they are. It is super challenging. It is super depressing. It is super stressful. But I don't think I realized how much important shit that we've neglected
for so long. Yo, I was watching last night this TV show. I don't know if you've ever seen it, called This Is Us. I was just talking to my sister Brittany about it. Right. And they had this first episode yesterday, and it's the main character, he's he's black. He was adopted by a white family. He's 40 years old.
Right.
He's like going through this whole thing, Black Lives Matter, George Floyd. And he told us, and his sister was like, this must feel terrible, this time for you, his white sister. And the white sister was like, this must feel terrible. Is there anything, like, how do you feel, blah, blah, blah. And he was like, it's crazy that we're 40 years old. This is not new what's happening to Black people. Yet you and I have never had that conversation in 40 years. Like a brother.
Crazy.
Right? To me, that was like,
crazy.
A lot of this shit ain't new, but it's also like, now it's in everybody's, it's all risen up. Everything's like boiling up to the surface.
Absolutely.
I mean, not just race, but political, just politically, everything that's like wrong. It's like we forced to look at it so closely right now because we've been home.
This is such an incredible moment to me. I think that it has allowed people to face, and it has allowed things to be put in people's face that, because it doesn't usually happen to them or they're not affected by it, even indirectly, they ain't really had no reason to care as much about it. Yeah, there's a lot of racial tension. Yeah, there's a lot of this, there's a lot of that. But I think that I kind of like watching the discomfort that is created.
Yeah, I feel
I got to put, and particularly the ones that has made it their business to consciously say, fuck everybody and their struggles just because I can't relate to it, or I'm not them, or I just can't identify with it because that's...
Yeah, or from where I sit, I don't have to see it directly.
It doesn't matter to me because of where I sit, like you're saying. I'm glad y'all are getting a little sip of this tea and this coffee and this Kool-Aid, just a little bit, and see what the fuck it tastes like when your shit is now made to be disrupted a little bit and your shit is now made to be a little uncomfortable. I'm a little bit enjoying that. And I'm not gonna front. I don't wanna sound like I'm being vindictive or I'm wishing bad. That's not what this is. For me, I just love the fact that accountability is very long gone and has been missed for a long time. We grew up in an era, Ange, where, it was actually real cool to be smart, and it was cool to be wise.
Intellect, to be the intellect.
Yeah, intellect, have knowledge of self.
Knowledge of self, yeah, for sure.
Said the Zulu nation was powerful, and the 5% nation of the gods and earths, and used to see the queens walking around with their 3/4 skirts.
Peace queen, I would be greeted
with peace queen and peace god. That's how we spoke to each other. So I just think that this has been a crossroad where a revelation has come, where a lot of real decisions need to be made, and we all got to live and die in our own iniquity anyway. So be mindful of the choices you make, because every choice comes with an invoice, and I think it's really, really evident.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Every choice comes with an invoice, Queen.
Every choice comes with an invoice.
Word. So, we got to pay the price for the things we choose to do. And it's always been that way. That's a principle that ain't never going away. And sometimes it don't come from someone. the universe gonna deal with you karmatically.
Oh, for sure. I'm the queen. I'm the queen. I believe in it. I never want revenge for anything. I never want to get back at anybody if I felt wrong. I believe in the universe. I believe in karma for sure.
Absolutely. Queen.
Wait, I have to ask you this question.
Yeah.
Wait, what did you just say? What was the jewel you just dropped?
Every choice comes with an invoice?
Every choice comes with an invoice. Have you said that in a verse before?
No, but I'm going to.
For sure, you should. You should that tomorrow. The reason I say that because I was thinking about you earlier, and I was like, I think a lot of times I was thinking about your career and how you're regarded, and people have so much respect for you as this, like, animated, super, your flow and the longevity and the creativity and all the things the words that people use for you. But I think sometimes because you're so animated, you've always been your flow is so crazy and all of this, sometimes people miss the lyrics.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I 100% agree, Queen.
So I wonder for you if that's frustrating for you as an artist, number one, and then number two, do you feel like there was? I would wonder for somebody like you, like, what is a verse, or what do you think is there a moment or a verse that you think people missed? The illest shit you ever said in a verse that you feel like people missed because of how you said it, or because they were so busy dancing, or you know what I'm saying?
I completely understand and completely agree with both things that you were pointing out. The animated component and the energy definitely takes away. I wouldn't say take away. It adds. It completely adds to what I'm trying to do, even lyrically.
Yeah.
But I definitely think it distracts people from the potency of what I'm trying to share and display.
Of the bars.
The bars. Absolutely. We're going to simplify the talk.
Talk about the bars.
Let's get straight to the point. It definitely it compromises the way people are able to digest the bars. As an MC at heart, and as a person and as an artist that makes a very conscious effort to put the thing towards my lyrics that need to be put towards lyrics so that it's even deemed worthy of you as an MC or an artist to be held in that regard, and sometimes not get it, just from a personal place of fulfillment. It ain't got shit to do with no money.
Yeah.
It's a personal fulfillment.
Yeah, you want to be somebody's top five. You want.
But I realized something along the course of the way, Queen.
Yeah.
I realized a long time ago that when you're a god at what you do, you ain't really supposed to be on nobody's list. And I say that to say specifically, I scorch anybody on your top 10.
So by the way, everybody, we should take this moment to remind everybody that this album is dropping today.
Yes.
So what should they know about it? Everybody who hasn't downloaded it and gotten it yet.
Well, first of all, the album is 11 years in the making.
Yes.
Truth has finally arrived. Extinction Level Event 2, The Wrath of God. Incredible people came out to support me on this journey.
Yeah, I have the list here of the.
Yeah, with the collabs, right?
Yeah, I see all of them. I can't see shit no more, so here comes Chris Rock.
Yes.
The God, Rakim.
Absolutely. Yes.
You know how I feel about the God.
Oh, how we all should feel about the God.
Yeah, can we talk about that for 1 second? Because I like to give I like to give him his flowers as much as possible.
Yes.
Talk to me about what talk to me about, first of all, how you got him on this, and then just who he is as an artist to you.
All right. So let me start from when I was 12.
Oh boy.
Yeah, when I was 12 years old, and I had first moved to Long Island from Brooklyn because I was getting into mischief in Brooklyn too early in life, and my mom was like, "We got to get you out of here." I moved to Long Island, and I moved to Uniondale, Long Island, and the first house that we moved to was a couple of blocks away from the school, literally. And the elementary school that I was going to, because this elementary school that I went to was up to 6th grade, but it was literally like the yards connected from the elementary school to the high school. So we would walk from the elementary school to the high school just to see, you know, the high school girls and, you know, watch the football games and basketball games and all of that. So one day after one of the games, we seen everybody running outside. Rakim pulls up to the school on a dead-end street to enter into the schoolyard and just pulls over. And he's in a 190 Benz, all white with a blue rag top.
He's already Rakim, the god.
He's already Rakim.
Yeah.
Aiden Full is already screaming in the street.
Got it.
All BBS rims.
Of course.
The whole car is surrounded with kids going crazy. And I ended up walking out there and I get as close to the car as I could. And I had just got knowledge of self. I had just got my name, Born Justice, God of Law. I was 12. I just became a part of the 5% Nation of the Gods and Earths. And I got close enough for our eyes to make 4. And he looked at me and I looked at him. And then I just walked over there. Like I just kind of pushed through everybody and walked over there. And the first thing I said to him was, "Peace, God." And he looked at me as small as I was, and that shit stopped. Once I said that, it stopped everything he was doing with everybody else. And he said, "Peace to the God." And he gave me a pound and he shook my hand, and the attention was undivided. Nobody could get his attention at that point. Mm-hmm. And we didn't say nothing else. That was enough for me. I shook his hand. I said, "Honor and a pleasure to meet you." And I just walked away. Never forgot that moment. I felt like a superhero. Years passed. Now I'm doing the Busta Rhymes thing and everything is going amazingly well. And, you know, we see each other from time to time and it's warm welcome and embrace. I think by the 4th time I got with the God, I told him about this story and he didn't remember that I was the same person. Obviously, I ain't look the same, but he remembered the moment. Mm. That shit meant a lot to me. So I remember the first time that I got the opportunity to come on a stage where he was performing at, and he called me up there because he heard I was in the house. And I go on the stage, and he in the middle of his set, and then he give me the mic. And I just told him to stop the music. And I told the whole audience this same story.
Oh, I love that.
And he let me tell the story, and we hugged after that on the stage, and he gets the mic back and he goes, "One of my favorite MCs ever, Busta Rhymes." And it's the first time he said that to me. So that bugged me out. Then I called him and I told him I had this moment on the album. He said, "Send it immediately." For my entire 29-year career, I've always wanted to do a record with the God.
I love that.
Word.
You know, he's my fave. He is my favorite.
Rightfully so. He should be everybody's damn favorite.
I know. We do have to talk about Bus. This dramatic transformation.
Yes, Queen, yes.
So, but what made you want to post this one?
I got a call one day from the brother Dexter Jackson, the iconic bodybuilder competitor Dexter "The Blade" Jackson, who I went to Jacksonville, Florida to train with for the first 30 days of this transformation journey. And at the end of that 30 days, he was like, "Yo, we should post this." And I said, "No, I'm not ready mentally yet to, because that's gonna take time. I've never shown myself in this way. This is complete vulnerability on 10 trillion for me because I just never shared myself in this way."
Yeah. I was gonna ask you, what does it take? Not just like what are the sets or who trained you, but like what does it take to transform your body like that?
I'm gonna be honest with you, Queen, it really just comes from you getting to a place where you just can't take whatever it is that's going on with you at the time no more. That's what it took for me. It was a combination of things. Shit that I was hearing from my kids, shit that I was hearing from friends, shit that I was hearing from my rap peers.
Like what? Just about your weight?
Yeah, I look fucked up, or I look unhealthy, or bust. You all right, bro? We just want to make sure you're taking care of yourself because you're looking like you got to start taking care of yourself, bro. We want you to live. Like different conversations. Like my oldest son, you know, one day we was at a club called Poppy's in LA and I had shot this video for this album last year. And it was not too far from around the celebration of the anniversary of Biggie's passing. I think I had shot the video on the 10th and we were celebrating the passing of Biggie from March 9th. And we wrapped the video, we went to this club called Poppy's, and at the end of the night, we was drinking or whatever, celebrating. We turned it up so much that I was losing my voice because I'm hollering and screaming and celebrating big when the songs was being played, and we singing and shit, and you know, we celebrating the video being such a successful production and the fact that we rapped and it turned out amazing, everything was well. I had a show that Friday in Dubai, and the next day I had to go to the doctor to get a quick fix to try to get my voice back so I could go to Dubai and do the show. But I've been dealing with this thing with my voice starting to lose my voice frequently off and on for like the last 3 years. And I was, you know, dealing with this incredible throat and nasal doctor named Dr. Kessler from New York. And he saw these polyps that was growing on my vocal cords. So
Jesus.
He used to always say to me, they will shrink and go away if you make some lifestyle changes. What's happening here is the constant burn from the alcohol, the constant burn from the smoking, let alone when you're doing that together, on top of you singing for all of these years. Like, you're gonna get natural wear and tear on your vocal cords from just singing, even if you wasn't smoking, after so many years of doing it. So all of that together with no break for over 25 years, you're gonna go through something. I'm like, all right, cool. So I started trying to lay off the cigarettes and the weed and the hollering all the time. But the recording can't never stop. Long story short, I was on these prednisone pills, which are like steroids to help shrink the swelling. Mm-hmm. The side effect to that is it makes you gain weight too.
Yes, I know. So, I had them after my accident and I was a house.
Wow. Yeah. And again, super duper congrats on your bounce back too, Queen. Because I
mean, no, don't congratulate me. I'm still on my way. When I feel like I'm all the way over there, we're gonna do this again. We'll have a party.
No question. Well, I'm saluting you on your journey because you are a source of inspiration for us all to pull from, because you still come out here and get to the grind, even though you're dealing with all of that. So I salute you tremendously, Queen.
Thank you, baby.
And God bless. And we all need to be able to see this exact shit. You fighting a good fight regardless what the circumstances are. Me having to fight the good fight regardless what the circumstances are. The reason why I got comfortable with posting that picture is exactly for this. That same ride on the way home from the club, I've been told that I got sleep apnea. You never hear it when you sleep, but I've been recorded while I was asleep one time. And my sleep apnea was so bad, it looked like I might have possibly died in my sleep. My son, who was my oldest son, was my road manager at the time, at this point in time last year. On the way home from the club, with my security that was driving us back to the crib, and my son was in the back seat with me. I fell asleep, and the sleep apnea kicked in. And then it took them a long time to wake me up because I was nice from drinking. He just wasn't feeling what he was seeing. He was looking at his father in disappointment. But he didn't want to say it to me because he didn't want to hurt my feelings. You know what I'm saying? Next day, we had to get the day started. My security come and tell me, yo, we talking to your son and he's scared for you. That conversation with them and me, it fucked me up so bad, Queen, that I was like, all right, I never want to look like a failure in the eyes of my family. I don't want to look like I'm letting them down. I don't want them to feel like I'm letting them down. I work too hard to make sure that their entire lives have become accustomed to a lifestyle of pure comfort, stability, and the luxury of being able to dream whatever you want and get it, as long as it's within my means. And I've been great at doing that part. part that I was horrible at was taking care of me because I was so focused on taking care of everybody else. And then I said, I got to lose this weight immediately.
That's a big deal. And now you have all this extra energy and all this shit in your stomach to give you
That's a fact, Queen.
Well, congratulations. You did it. You're here. The time has arrived. I know he's probably, it's a long time coming for this album. So I know it must feel good and you look great. So that's all good things. We're almost out of time, but real quick, I have to ask you about this because I loved how you handled this T.I. won't take the battle, use the generational we love you, T.I. But I love what you said to T.I. about the fact that, like, yo, I had to get on stage with dudes older than me, younger than me. Like, it wasn't about who had more time in the game. It's like, what do you got, right? You have to show up what you got. I love your response to him on that.
Thank you, Queen. And it's the truth, though. You know what I'm saying? I think, there's no such thing as generation gap when you got to compete. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can't make excuses when you at the gymnastics and you got to do your flipping and your splits and all of that crazy shit. And you 16, but then a little 8-year-old girl come out there and start bouncing off the walls on some ricochet rabbit shit. What you gonna say? It's a generation gap? No, you can't.
No, you gotta do it. It's like a rookie playing against LeBron. Like, it's still the NBA. Like, we're still in the NBA.
Real shit. You don't weaken or make excuses for nothing when it's time to compete. And for me, I just feel like it ain't that serious. We respectfully competing. It ain't like we beefing, bro.
Right, of course. No. You've been very careful and very precise and clear when you talk crazy to make sure that you're like, but it's all
right. Yeah, because for me, beef is a serious thing. I'm not talking to you if we have beef. Right. I'm incriminating myself on.
You're not getting on Instagram going song for song.
We're not doing that. Yeah, we're not doing that. If it's real beef, we ain't talking about nothing on no gram. We're gonna see each other.
But are you gonna get back in the ring? Or would you get in the ring? Is there somebody else that you have your eye? Because I feel like there has to be a Busta Verzuz at some point. But somebody has to go against you in a Verzuz. Who is the next?
If I wasn't a man of honor, integrity, and respect, I would not honor the privacy of the relationships that I had. But I am such a respectful individual, and I love to give love, as you know, Queen. I'm not gonna say no names, but there's been a few artists that just respectfully declined. We're trying to make this happen way before T.I. with several artists.
You saying to me, everybody's scared.
I mean, I don't want to say that. Maybe people
but that's pretty much what you're saying.
I'm just saying, I'm not scared of no one. I can control that part of the narrative. I can't control why or what the reasoning is.
Busta Rhymes, are you telling me that nobody is willing to get in the ring with you?
Up to this point, it hasn't happened.
How many people have you tried?
About 4.
All 4 said, not today, no thank you.
That's a fact.
Wow.
That's a fact. And I'm a lovable guy. I'm not disrespectful. I don't.
Yeah, you're disrespectful. When you start talking, not everybody's built for that. Not everybody's built for it.
I ain't gonna lie. That's how we was raised, Queen.
Now you're gonna get disrespectful.
We're gonna definitely talk shit bad.
It has to be like, yeah. I don't want to start saying because all the names I said, you probably reached out to them already. And anyway, I hope to see it soon. Just for the entertainment factor of it alone, I hope to see somebody accept the challenge.
Please.
Who is willing to get in the ring?
Come sit in the smoking section. Come and sit in the smoking section with us, please.
Show yourself.
Yes. Feel yourself, your true self, please.
We all watch you go down. I love you, Bus. Congratulations on the album.
Love you, Queen.
And please call me the second somebody agrees to get in that ring.
Oh, that's a promise. All right. I stand for love and believing. I got you, Queen.
All right, baby. We'll talk to you later.
Absolutely. Love you, Queen.
Bye.